All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. We're going to talk latest Vikings news and nuggets. There's plenty of them out there. Before we do that, get your butts over to minigrown.com. Use the promo code SKULL.
Ooh.
What better stocking stuffer than to put a couple of these bad boys in the stockings for the adults, of course.
Yeah.
And just, you know what, chill out. Just chill out on the holidays, and Mini Grown will help you. A lot of Black Friday deals. They got a lot of stuff going on there. Check out their social media. Minigrown.com, promo code SKULL. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's a huge savings. Buy one, get one. I just used it, and it was fantastic. Let's get into the news. Let's start with the guy down there in the corner, because who knows? The real news could break any second here. It could be breaking right now, but we're going to talk about it. KOC at a press conference the other day. It was asked about Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones. He didn't shy away from it. In fact, he even had a kind of a smirk. He was out there saying how he was a fan. So I don't want to say he tipped his hand, but he definitely didn't say no way.
Well, I don't care what he says. This is more like what Schefter is saying and Pelissero. All these other main sources are saying that the Vikings are legit contenders. Like, it's down to like just a couple teams, and the Vikings are a name that is continuously brought up, and it is a perfect situation. If you're Daniel Jones, you see what Sam Darnold happened. You see what they're doing with these other quarterbacks and this offense. It's a win-win for Mr. Jones.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and if he's picking, like, I don't know why he wouldn't want to come here and be groomed by such a great quarterback whisperer.
Well, yeah, he wants to go to a play. I mean, everything lines up. We got a lot of players on this team that have the same agent as him as well. People complaining, like, don't want him, whatever. Like, this is going to be equivalent to signing about the lowest level player when it comes to the contract. So if we're going to complain about a former first-round quarterback coming, we might as well complain about the no-name signings we do too, because there's nothing to lose here.
Does this make sense? I want him on the team, but I don't want him to play.
I want him on the team just so they can get a look at him to potentially bring him back next year as a backup, because he ain't going anywhere and starting.
No.
Like, he's going to be a backup for a while. We've seen this how many times? The Trubisky's. What are their former first round? Trey Lance is bouncing around. We see this all the time. And Daniel Jones, like, I just what we've done with Sam Darnold should make you want us to even have a sniff of him.
Just sniff around, see what you got. See what you got.
He's going to be so cheap. He's going to be like free.
You know, it was Nick Muse's birthday yesterday. He didn't get a present. He got his release papers from the Minnesota Vikings.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Nick. It sounds like they want him back.
Yeah, it does.
That was weird. Yeah, that was weird timing.
They literally posted happy birthday in the morning, and they cut him in the afternoon. Nick Muse, currently not back on the practice squad yet, but it does open up a roster spot on the 53. Is that going to be Gabe Murphy coming off his practice window there from IR, or is it going to be Daniel frickin' Jones?
Yeah, Nick Muse. This is going to sound really rude, but I don't care if he comes back. I love Nick Muse. I love the photo that he's blessed us with. The dude's played 7 snaps in his career. Like, he's never going to see the field. I almost root for him to get picked up somewhere so he can actually play. He's never going to play here.
I'm being more selfish. I think he's a good character. I want him on this team. I want that pitcher to be part of us for at least another year.
I want to see him making plays in the NFL, and I just don't see it happening here. He'll probably be back, though.
Well, I mean, I'd rather cut Johnny Munn at this point. KOC did touch on some injuries from the game. I don't think I mentioned Jay Ward. He was in the mix. I didn't know he was on the team anymore. But he did say when it comes to Ivan Pace Jr. and Cam Robinson still evaluating those injuries, he did say Cam Robinson's, I think it was his foot, was the same one he hurt in the Jacksonville Jaguars game, and he was able to power through that. So hopefully that's the same case for Cam Robinson. But, yeah, no news really yet on the injury front.
Yeah, Ivan Pace, so it sounds like it's going to be bad. It sounds like it's going to be a while. I mean, what was it, Cashman after the game saying, man, I hope he's ready to go for the playoffs. I mean, when people are saying stuff like that, all the inkling is it's going to be not short term. So, Kamir Hill, get used to him, because I think Pace is going to be out for a while.
It does sound that way, and, yeah, just, you know, the way his legs split on that, it could be anything. I don't know if they actually just said where. Did they say lower leg? What did they actually say his injury was? Groin, yeah. I mean, it was – you don't want to be a linebacker and be that prone with your legs spread like that and have all these guys weight bearing down on you.
It won't hurt his ability in pass coverage.
No. Maybe he'll come back with new groin. It'll be way better. Springier. We got a couple more here. Caleb Evans. Remember him? Remember Caleb Evans?
I do. But Caleb started 17 games for the Vikings. Thank you.
Yeah, you can order New Jersey in Carolina blue, because that's where he is now. He's a Carolina Panther.
Yeah, I mean, wish him well. I hope he does well. Caleb Evans still young. Change of scenery will do good. I saw Brian Flores is talking about him today. Basically said the same thing. It was time for a change. He wasn't seeing the field, and he thinks he's got a nice future in the NFL. He said all the right things. He's a Panther, though, so.
Yeah, and I think it was Dustin Baker put out yesterday. There's like 5 or 6 former Vikings who are Panthers right now.
It ain't working.
It's just kind of
they should look at a different team's
the Vikings scrap heap. Yeah, there was a surprising amount of like former Vikings on that team. And then one last little nugget here. Vikings opening up as 3.5-point favorites against the Cardinals. The Cardinals, who did not look good last week, they scored like 6 points.
6 points, 2 field goals. Kyler Murray didn't look overly great. 3.5, it's at home. You usually get 3 for being at home, so they see this thing as a pretty much dead even ball game. And we'll be talking about the Cardinals all week. But, yeah, Cardinals, they can put together a game. They can be good.
Yeah, I hope we get the shit game from them, though. That's what I want. But and 3 points, I mean, that's basically every game, Vikings game has come down to that the last 4 weeks. So it's probably going to be another close one. That's what we do.
All right, those are the latest news and nuggets. We'll keep our peepers peeled for any Daniel Jones news. Remember, minigrown.com, hibernate. You got the in-laws coming over. Maybe you just want to check out for a little bit. There you go.
You'll be sleeping until Christmas. All right. Guys, also remember this while you're hitting in that promo code SKULL and doing some shop at Minigrown. Jellyfish and lobsters are considered biologically immortal. It means they don't age and will never die unless they are killed.
Oh, my